In the motel, a couple has just done it. They are not lovers. The man is a serial killer. The woman is the boss of a club. While talking, the man stood up. He opened the backpack. There were many tools inside. The woman still didn't know anything and kept talking to the assassin. The man professionally prepares sedative medicine. Suddenly the woman shouted. There was something moving in her stomach, and we could see that it's bigger and bigger. The man drove and took her out of the motel. The woman kept shouting. The thing inside her stomach kept becoming bigger. The man was extremely panicked. This was the first time he have seen this. Arriving the hospital, he dropped the woman out and ran away. The doctor found her and took her to the emergency. They contacted to her family and asked her how long she was pregnant. The woman said in hurt that she wasn't pregnant. In the operation room, her heart suddenly stopped. The doctors have to keep the baby first, but after opened her stomach, all the doctors were scared. If I said that this old man was just given birth by that woman, would you believe me? Unexpected lie. This baby was born and then died in 4 hours. After getting the news, Philip together with Olivia and Peter came to take investigation. Philip has established a crew to investigate the weird cases. After that, they came to the motel and found out only the track of that woman. Since they got into the motel, that man was well ready. He wore the medical gloves to change the bed sheets, so they could not get any information about him. Olivia remembered the last cases. She thought that they were caused by the same culprit, and this is a serial killer. Every few days Shay would kill a woman. He took them to the motel and injected sedative medicine for them, and opened their mouth. Got a major part of their brain. According to the information they had, they guessed that the culprit would do it shortly. Expectedly, the culprit came to a bar on that day, and took the girl to a desert storage. Through the ground glass, she could see a big bridge at the opposite side. This is the last thing she could see when she's still alive. This time, the killer did it so quickly. She has been injected sedative medicine. Then, she was set up. Her mouth was opened by the tools. He got her pituitary. Here, after Olivia got the pictures of the last case, she found out that all the victims have lost their pituitary. What is the purpose of the culprit? Olivia came to a specialist about pituitary. Dr. Park at Boston University. Dr. Park and Dr. David once studied about growth stimulants. Dr. Park thought that this study was not humane. Even the staff in the US kept threatening him to ask him to continue that study. But after 1 year he had resigned. Leaving the university, Olivia got a call. The police found out the body of a blonde woman. Under her maxilla there was a cut. Her pituitary was taken away. That also meant the culprit always aimed to the young woman. And the purpose is getting their pituitary. Pituitary is an important one, and it controls the activity of other endocrine glands. Moreover, Dr. David also revealed a big news. More than 10 years ago when he worked for Defense Ministry, there is a project of stimulating growth for soldiers. That is in vitro fertilization, and injected the growth stimulant medicine to produce blood. In 2 years that egg would hatch to be a 20-year-old man. This is the growth stimulant soldier. But the artificial man would get old at some particular age. To maintain their life, they have to have a large number of pituitary. Dr. David guessed that the culprit should be an artificial man. To maintain his youth he had to kill to get pituitary. The woman in the motel. The baby inherited his features and could grow fast like that. Actually, Dr. David's speculation was absolutely correct, because Dr. Park has come to the culprit on that day, and hugged him and asked him not to be scared. So the culprit was Dr. Park's son. This is not his biological son, but the artificial man that he created. Meanwhile, with only one more pituitary, his son will have the eternal youth. Dr. David found out that even this blonde girl died. But before dying, Shay has been injected that paralyzed her ulnar nerve. If they woke her optic nerve, they could see what she saw before being killed. But if they wanna have the clear image, if they have to get a HD scanner. Only X Corp had this kind of scanner. So Olivia came to X Corp. The friendly redhead woman let her borrow the scanner. Thanks to this, Dr. David got the image quickly. The scene the blonde girl saw before being killed is a big bridge. After that, with analyzing the GPS, Olivia found the storage. In the storage, Dr. Park was going to get the pituitary. When the policeman Peter came, Olivia ran out to chase after the culprit. Unexpectedly, Dr. Park injected too much sedative for the victim, so she got convulsion and her heart stopped thumping. Dr. Park ran away. Peter had to save the girl first. After the instruction of Dr. David, he electrocuted the victim. After that, her heart thumped again. Meanwhile, Olivia found out the culprit at a dark corner. After lacking the pituitary, he got older quickly. In some minutes, a young man turned to be an old man. On the next day, when Olivia came back to return the scanner, the red-hair woman found her potential and offered her a job. And told him that the X-Corp was so powerful that they could manage the national issues. Also have their international voice. But Olivia was not interested. She only wanna be a FBI agent. Dr. Park was still out of law. If you wanna know about other mysterious cases, follow me. I will bring more exciting videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.